So does Cat Macario play for San Diego Wave this year, or does Mexico win the World Cup? One of those things is going to happen. The other one won't.
Cat Macario.
There is a chance Mexico wins the World Cup before Cat Macario plays the soccer game
in San Diego. I mean, that is a chance. That is a chance. You really think Mexico's going to win it all, man?
If Mexico wins it all, dude,
I don't go back.
I don't know what I'm going to do with myself.
I don't go back to work.
I stay in Mexico. You just.
I mean, we wouldn't be in Mexico. We would be back at that point. But like,
just go back.
I would definitely tattoo the World Cup trophy on me. Como si yo
I thought we were going to do it anyways. We won our World Cup trophy.
Yeah, we should.
I'm down if you're down.
I don't know, dude. I'm a bitch with tattoos now. That shit hurts. So I haven't gotten more.
Nothing? Oh, come on, let's do it.
All right, wait.
San Diego Wave and Cat Macario. I think it's gonna be a while before we see her. At the very earliest, you get a appearance coming back from summer for like a couple minutes at the end of a match. But right now, I haven't even seen her at training yet. So
yeah,
not expecting that. And I was at training. I didn't get to talk about that. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you did. We got Yukata coaches just shitting on some players and their efforts.
But that's like
good
coaching.
Yeah.
You know, like Natalie Henderson is an important part of this Wave coaching staff scene. Also, previously with Casey Stoney with Canada, kind of weird. Anyways, 4-3-3 formation here. We got Kristen McNabb, center back, Kennedy Wesley, fellow center back, Pearl Maroney back in the starting 11 after serving her yellow card suspension, then Amy Van Zanten in the right back, Didi Hericic in goal once again.
Out of necessity.
In the midfield, we have Kimi Escaño, Kenza Dali, Leah Godfrey. Probably, I think, about as good as you can get from a midfield. Maybe some people want Gia Corley instead, but I think it's still pretty solid. And then Ludmila Dudinja and Melanie Barcenas on the right wing. Pretty solid formation. I think when you're playing against one of the worst teams in NWSL, you look at this and you're like, you're gonna score some goals here, man. Right?
Yes, but first of all, I know we didn't do it, but like, fuck, dude. Que asco of a pitch. That's just disgusting.
Is that a turf field or actual grass?
Abe?
I think it's turf, but it's a college football stadium too because it's Northwestern. I'll get back to you on it. I think it's turf though. Let me check.
It's one of the worst turf that I've seen since Oakland Roots before they were at the Coliseum.
That turf just looks as bad as how the old Border View turf was, Tony.
Or El Toyan in National City.
Water Tower.
Dude. Ugh. Anyways, San Diego Wave, again, needing to get this win after dropping points. Again, this is kind of I don't want to say easy, but should be as easy as it gets in the NWSL for San Diego Wave. It starts off very early with a Dudinha goal.
What are your guys' thoughts on that? Like the referee kind of backpedaling and the player kind of trips over the ref, doesn't really trip over it. Like the ref almost called it and then let the play go on. Because, I mean, technically the ref is part of the play, right? Like he's part of the game.
But is Mallory Swanson part of this play? Like maybe she presses Kimi Escaño here a little bit, but it's not that much of a difference maker, I think. It's definitely a dumb play by the ref. Like, there's no reason to be knocking into any player, but
yeah, but
he's concentrated on the play.
If you see the opposing team in an attacking point and that happens to you, get the fuck up and try to like press them. He just stays down and starts complaining about it. That's like at least the whole place she's just sitting down.
I think she's asking for the call. She knows her team's in a bad defensive position at this point, but like the main thing is like maybe don't like you said, Tony, don't be so close to the ref. Like she's kind of just hiding behind him and then like expecting the ball to come to her. Like she probably should be pressing up a little bit higher to be open for somebody. So it's just a weird moment, but ultimately solid offensive play by the Wave here on the right side, right?
What I what I told you before, Abe, is that this is Jonas Eidevall's dream of a scenario.
Okay.
A goal created off of a throw-in. Because we've heard last year when Jonas Eidevall came in is that, one, they needed to work on fitness, and two, they needed to work on some of the basics. Those basics being basic things like throw-ins. And I know it's not directly from the throw-in pass goal, but the play develops off of that. And I think that's a big marker. Chio, what were you going to say?
I was going to say that at the end of the day, dude, I actually lost it. I lost it. It'll keep going. It'll come back to me.
It is turf, confirmed. Thanks to the
synthetic field,
the chat here. But essentially, yes. The play continues to develop. SanDiego Wave moving the ball well. Again, even with a player on the ground, sure, this play was still going to develop the way that it was going to develop. And then just poor marking by Chicago to leave Dudinya all the way alone, and great finish. Just that's what she's supposed to do. That's exactly what Wave was supposed to do. And you kind of got the sense of like, okay, maybe this is going to be a game like that where SanDiego Wave is going to take care of every chance that they have.
If you're Chicago, though, you got to be like really pissed when you're like, you know what kind of player Dudinya is, you know where she's going to be hiding on that left side, and to let it happen like 3 minutes into the game, I imagine Chicago's coaching staff was pretty upset just by the defensive marking, because it's like, how do you not prepare for that? Like, you got to know she's going to be there, right?
Yeah.
Like,
she's honestly one of the best.
There's a
players.
bug on the camera too, by the way. I don't know if anyone saw this.
No, there was actually. Try to swipe it off earlier.
Freaking out.
Hey, I don't know or if anyone in the chat can look it up for us, but how many goal contributions is Leah Godfrey in now? Because she doesn't score, she gets an assist in this game as well.
Yeah, she does.
So I mean, she's just been so consistent, and again, like such an amazing pickup for Wave to acquire this season, who has become a starter now. And you know, you look at the midfield, and I was going to mention, Jonas Eidevall has a great problem. He has a lot of midfielders that he can really pick from. He has Facer, Becascano, he has Gia Corley. They're all playing at a really good level right now. That, you know, that's the competition you want, and that he talks about all the time. You know, you want that competition of players that want to play, and you know, they come in and they make an impact, and they're all playing at a high level right now.
Is currently 7 goal contributions.
That's not bad.
4 goals, 3 assists.
For sure. And look, in this game, you would have thought that SanDiego Wave would keep their foot on the pedal, but that's not what happened. A great save here by Didi Haracic, which again, those reflexive saves is what she's known for. Positioning, for being a goalkeeper when the ball's at her feet, maybe not so much. When the ball's in the air, maybe not so much. When it's a 1v1, maybe not so much. But that she does well. So good job. Wave kept building, but they just weren't just finalizing that last push, which against a team like Chicago, you have to.
Yeah,
and there's no reason not to.
Definitely not. And a couple of header chances for Kimi Ascanio that seemed like it might get in at some point, but it really did surprise me that they weren't able to convert any of these chances, especially knowing how their last 2 matches went as far as like dropping points and not like being able to score at like a really, really high level. And just I think I from what I heard in the post-game press conference when speaking with the players, they seemed pretty frustrated with their performance and not getting that final touch on the ball. Like, and I think it's impressive to see that kind of mentality out of a team like halfway through the season. You win 2-0 against the worst team, you should be happy, but none of them were really that happy. They were still felt like they could do a lot better than they did in this match.
Yeah, and I mean, at the end of the day, right? Like, look, you're going away. It's before a break. This is where last season we saw them ending on the break at a high as well. And I'm very curious to see how they come back. I do think they're going to come back and, you know, be great. But look, you know, you're getting the results, especially on the road. How many times do we hear, whether it's pretty, whether it's ugly, you're getting those results, and you're going in at halftime up 1-0.
Yeah. And the thing about the results, it's kind of like, I feel like that's more of a thing we've heard from Mikey Varas, because in talking with Jonas Eidevall about, like, I kind of asked that same question. He was just like, yeah, We're not really supposed to be focused on the results at all. Even in a win where most coaches would say that, he kind of was like, we could like, hey, do you want to pull up the post game right now? We can go into it right now and then talk second half. But just that one question, I feel like could kind of address that topic.
Yes, sir. Give me a quick second here. I'll go ahead and throw it on up. This is Jonas Eidevall addressing.
Abe.
What? He's addressing me. I was the only person in the post game press conference, which that's a whole nother thing because it's kind of surprising that you're a top of the table team.
Is it surprising?
Not even. I've given up on San Diego media coverage of the San Diego Wave. Like that, they just don't go to the post game press conferences. If they do a write up, it's copying a press release and then saying what happened. Like it really hasn't been that much from the other outlets, other than a couple of tweets here and there. Shout out Darnay Tripp. He pays attention. But anything else, they really haven't gotten that much coverage. But they're top of the table team, first place in the NWSL right now, and nobody decided to talk to Jonas Eidevall on this press conference. Kind of crazy. Not even any NWSL outlet media.
This is your first place
national
team.
Soccer media. I expected, especially there was the only game happening in the morning too, but like no one was on this post game press conference, which it's whatever.
But you know who was?
Me, and that's why we're gonna play it on the
Just start us off with your thoughts on your team's overall performance in the win tonight.
I think in total we obviously create a lot of opportunities, and we should have scored a second goal earlier. That would have made it a little bit more comfortable, the journey to the win. Now we left it very late, and as always with games when there's only one goal to swing the result, it can become a little stressful at the end, and I think we were in that storm a bit for the last 10-15 minutes of the game, but we managed to ride that with a combination of having the margins on our side and some good decisions as well. So all in all, very well deserved win, but the journey there, if we scored the second goal a little bit earlier, could have been much more confident.
And both players that I just spoke with kind of said that the team's standards are a lot higher than what this match presented. Do you agree? And what does it mean to see that your players, even in a victory, are still expecting more from a performance like that?
And that's important. Like we can be a team that is being defined by the results, and we can build a narrative for that, or we can be a team that is focusing on our performances and understand that the score takes care of itself from those performances. So that's 100% the right mindset and what we need to build on. Our focus should always be on our performance.
Okay. There was Jonas Eidevall kind of saying like, yeah, results don't matter, even in a 2-0 win on the road. But what I find most interesting about that, listening back now, is like him talking about building a narrative. How much do coaches like build narratives around their team for their team? It sounds like he thinks about that a lot.
Like, so they don't get complacent and you're like, oh, you control, this is a good win versus this is a win and you should feel good. No,
like,
this is a win and you should feel bad.
Like some teams are like, hey man, we got the win. At least we got the win. That's awesome, you know? But some teams it's like, hey, we got the win, but we sucked out there today. We need to be better. And that's the narrative that seems like Jonas Eidevall is trying to build with this Wave team. It has built with this Wave team because like even in winning 2-0 in a windy Chicago matchup, they're very disappointed, which is, I think it says a lot about their mentality and where they're headed for the second half of the season. If they can find that finishing touch, or if maybe an Adriana Leon comes back or a Kat Macario comes into the starting 11 in a forward position.
I think we've seen the last of Adriana Leon.
Really?
Yeah.
Like injury wise, or
just with Wave?
You don't think I think she earns minutes again?
She's the odd person out, especially the way Trinity's been playing and just how she's been able to develop. And then again, if you have another attacker in the wings, and then in the midfield, I mean, ¿cómo se llama esta morra de Arsenal? Where does she play?
Harvard.
Yes.
She's more of a 6 kind of.
Yeah. So you overload that midfield, you kind of have more creativity, and then you see how that develops and helps Dudinha up top, and you throw Kimi out there as well. Like, I think you're in a position where you don't need Adriana Leon. There's no need for her. I think there's no need for her taking up an international spot.
Yeah. What do you think, Chiva? You love Adriana Leon, right?
No, I agree with Tony. I don't think she probably needs to play for this team anymore. I mean, at the end of the day, for this season, if she does come back from injury and she's good to go, I don't think it's a terrible option to have off the bench. But I mean, like you said, you have Trinity Byers who's performing well, and then you have Lumidla as well. So you don't really need her, and then you could always throw in someone else on there as well.
Okay, Abe, what do you know about Putelas?
The rumors or the stuff I've heard, sources, or what are you trying to tell me?
Okay. This is gonna get a pause. Catch us up with the rumors.
So, for those that don't know, former Barcelona star, Champions League winner, Women's Champions League winner, multiple times. They did the picture of her with all the trophies. It was insane. Did you see that picture?
Yeah.
Alexia Putellas has announced that she's leaving Barcelona. And Barcelona's been one of the top women's clubs in the entire world. They've really invested in it, and just so many great players have gone through there. And Alexia Putellas has been a massive part of Barcelona's success. So many trophies with them, and she's announced that she's leaving, and it's all kind of a crazy media cycle, everything happening. Where's she going? What's happening with her? Because she is one of the top, most famous soccer stars in the entire world. But
you're talking about a Ballon d'Or winner, so
multiple Ballon d'Or winner, yes. And obviously, when she says she's going to leave her club that she's been at for so long, that's going to draw massive attention from everywhere. So, does she come to the NWSL is the question. That's the first thing on so many people's minds. I tend to believe that she probably does make the jump
to NWSL?
To the NWSL. However, most of the rumors happening right now within all soccer media, whether it be Spanish, whether it be European, whether it be American as well, a lot of it is driven to drive up the price of Alexia Putellas, in my opinion. So a lot of clubs are going to be thrown out there. The first club thrown out there was the London City Lionesses, who are owned by one of the richest owners in women's soccer.
So the sequel, what's on K.
Michelle Kang.
Yeah, the Kang conglomerate.
The Kang, I think they should call it the Kang Dynasty or something. There's something there because she owns London City. She owns Olympic Lyon. She no, just London City. That's the one.
Is that the London team that Cascarino went to, or is that the other one?
Yes, they paid a lot of money to get her away from San Diego Wave, and she owns the Washington Spirit as well. I don't think so. She's immediately connected to the richest team in all of soccer. Is it probable that she ends up with that team? Yeah, I think that's probably the most likely scenario.
This is the thing that stirred this all up too.
9% de las personas están preguntando qué va a pasar después de Oslo, Alexia, contigo. No, pues si está feliz, la gente hay que seguir feliz. Buen regate. No, es verdad, es un momento de felicidad.
Maybe not be that one. But she says that she's going to potentially look elsewhere, overseas, NWSL.
That is negotiating right there.
Just
I don't think she leaves.
Masterminds.
The more I think about it, I said she probably ends up in NWSL.
Well, think about it, right? She makes 700, 800K euros right now with Barcelona. And she's seeing these contracts that a lot of NWSL players are getting now, like Trinity Rodman is making $2 million. Yeah. She's like, I can make that money. Why not? You just make the jump and get the money.
Yeah, and she's 32 years old. So not at the exactly prime of her career. I think she has another couple really good years left in her, but
and she's gonna tear it up in NWSL. I mean, look at Marta; she tore it up for so long still, past her prime years.
Yeah. And if I had to choose what the best fit for her would be, I'd say Angel City. It's got the star power. It's got the Nike. It's got the they got the LA money, like Disney money too. That's who owns the Angel City, technically Willow Bay, who is
really big Step Brothers fan,
Iger.
probably. So Will Ferrell.
Could Wave technically sign her? Didn't Ken Macarios taking that like slot like for the player that
Technically,
you can?
it's weird because they say they're gonna. The rule technically hasn't been like completely established yet, so they might not like they might be able to sign multiple players, and it's also money that doesn't count to the salary cap. So it's really confusing.
Sam Kerr.
Call me crazy here. Call me crazy here, guys. What if they throw in Kat Macario as part of that deal to Barcelona?
No,
I mean it's a free transfer.
that's why it's like she's a free agent? Where is she landing? All right, let's get through this.
But basically,
yes.
I don't think she like. It's a lot of crazy stuff happening right now. The Wave just signed an attacking player, but you never say never because I didn't believe that they were going to be in the Kat Macario sweepstakes. They won the Kat Macario sweepstakes. I right now probably don't think
which Shiva and I told you.
Probably don't think they're going to be that Putellas will end up in the
It's
Wave.
happening. Confirmed. Putellas to Wave. It's happening. Abe doesn't think so. He didn't think Maria Sanchez was coming. He didn't think
Dang.
Abe.
I'm pretty bad. I'm generally predictions wise, I can do good with games and stuff, but transfer wise, I've been pretty bad.
Last thing on this, and hopefully Chiba finishes his meal. But is the things that you're hearing not just what started the rumors, but your sources, are they congruent or similar to what the actual rumors are? Fourth grade math lingo.
What they're saying is what I've heard is just like who's saying all this stuff? Like it's all just happened right now. Why is everybody all of a sudden having an opinion on this?
Okay.
This is all crazy stuff. How could everyone all of a sudden be like, oh, they're going after it? Like this just happened. She said her saying that she's going to be available. So from that angle, I think that's why most people are saying like it's a lot of just smoke right now, but not necessarily like fire smoke, but it's just like what is happening right now? Is it overcast? Like it's just crazy. So yes, I think 619 Soccer has it perfectly. Agent work,
secret agent,
and not just her agent too, because obviously other agents are going to want her to get paid as much as possible, because then that helps their clients get more money as well. But back to San Diego Wave versus Chicago Stars. You got any more thoughts on this second half? Because
because they almost got lost points again.
Yeah, dude. Like the last 15 minutes, bad.
Now Bike lofting it in. Nesbitt with a flick, back post, Eidevall, yes!
So in this moment, I'm immediately thinking to myself, okay, onside. They've been playing poorly for the last like 10-ish, 15-ish minutes, letting all the like offense come to them, not looking like themselves, but also not looking super great defensively. Great flick on Jordan Heidema, taps it in. How would you say that? She put it in the top corner. I don't know. Top bins it in, and then they call it back. Huge sigh of relief for San Diego Wave.
You're gonna see in a bit a crazy like eye roll after this gets called out. Okay, I'm glad we have the technology. We don't have the pitch for it, but we have the technology.
An offside position.
And Chicago's crowd,
6,000 people.
No, yeah, but it's clearly a Chicago crowd. It's just booing everything.
Yeah.
Which again, yeah, warranted.
I like the NWSL hires high schoolers to be their refs.
He's not. He doesn't look that young, does he?
He looks great.
Then it's called back.
A couple minutes later, close the game.
Gaff.
It's tough if you're Chicago because
Here's the ball turned over. Corley touches it wide. Byers, yes!
The San Diego kid with the gap, maybe you could call it gap. That could be a gap for nominee. Sam Cobb, former Script Ranch High School alum. just poor clearance. Good to, like, the way that Trinity Byers explained it is like, we wanted to put off like defensive pressure high where like the front line all works together. Her and Gia Corley technically pressing high on Sam Stop, making it difficult. Bad. So they think they created that bad clearance, which I guess technically they did. But just, yeah, poor clearance by Sam Stop. But Dudinha heads it, gets it to Corley, gets it to Byers. Good controlling with the chest, and then nice shot. So you seal the victory. Do you steal it? Do you seal it? You think they didn't steal it? No, but you seal it. You're like, all right, like no offsides goals, no crazy stuff happening. We're ending it right here.
To use Dudinha the MVP front runner right now at the halfway mark?
Honestly, yeah. I think she's been getting a lot of shouts for her like amazing play so far and to do it so young. So I think she's probably the MVP front runner, but it depends on how much you value goal scoring, and like Barbara Banda, Tamachoenga are just always going to be up there in that MVP conversation. I believe Ashley Sanchez has been awesome with North Carolina, and then there's always a defender or two. I haven't been as knowledgeable about the defenders so far this year, but I think she's definitely up there and in the conversation so far.
San Diego Wave, after this result, remain in first place at the World Cup summer break. Impressive. Again, you start to look at the moves that San Diego Wave did before the season, taking out Sheridan, losing, going into a season without Cascarino to begin with. McCaskill.
McCaskill left a lot of questions in that midfield, and she's been good with Gotham.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she was good with San Diego Wave. But, I mean, this is positive yardage. I think as a whole, Jonas and company have to be happy with the performances. Even though there's a couple that were dropped, they could have extended their lead up top for sure from points dropped. But either way, I think this is the best San Diego Wave team that we've seen collective, like as a collective, as a unit, the way that they play, the way that they move, not relying on individual play so much. This is the best team that I've seen from San Diego Wave. Agree, disagree?
Mm-hmm. More than the Shield winning Wave?
They didn't. Sure, yeah, because there was. I don't think that Shield winning wave ever had a style. They just kind of fell into victories. Where here, I can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to have an identity. They're trying to win with a style. They're trying to win in a specific sort of way, and they've ran into the situations by dropping points by playing in that same sort of way. But even then, I think that it's not a reliance of, it's a matter of penalty happening and Alex bailing everybody, Alex Morgan bailing everybody. Oh, well, we're just going to wait for an individual play from Cascarino. Oh, we're going to go ahead and wait for Taylor Korniak, now Flint, to head something over and do something. And then anything else was Wave at their absolute worst. Like there's no in between. Like whenever it's not those things that were happening, Wave was absolutely terrible. So
that's because they were more defensive than anything. But is this you kind of insinuating that Jonas Eidevall is a better coach than Stoney?
I don't think I'm insinuating anything. I think I'm claiming that.
Oh.
Ooh.
I think I'm saying that Jonas Eidevall is a better coach for San Diego Wave than Casey Stoney
had.
Don't do disrespect Paul Buckle that way. That's
and
not.
What the hell? What?
I would even. I would. So
Landon
is it
Donovan?
So is it no? So unofficial match days, is it Jonas Eidevall, Becky Tweed, Casey Stoney?
Oh
no, I would put Casey Stoney above
Becky Tweed has never lost as a San Diego Wave head coach.
Yeah, I think it was just draw, right? Yeah,
has never lost. Has never lost. But interesting kind of.
No, I think they're performing at such a, like, even in a 2-0 loss, a 2-0 win where you're not performing at your best. I think they're still look like an amazing team and have like really gelled together. And I've tried to ask the players about it, kind of like, why is it working so well? And they're just kind of like, they just believe in the system and believe in the like. It's a fun system too. It's like you get to be creative. You have to run a lot, but you're passing the ball around, and you get the young players involved as well. Maybe it's part of that too, where the veteran leadership on the team is like also really bought in, and you can see that. Like Kenza Dali is obviously like super bought in on winning. Kristen McNabb.
Did they just give her a break? Is that why she came off early?
It seems like that. Like she's an older player. Give her a break. Don't want to waste those minutes later on in the season. But it also could be like
She did have a yellow. Was this on Sunday?
Yes, it was on Sunday. She got a super early yellow too, by the way.
Super early yellow, and also she was probably hungover from celebrating Paris Saint-Germain beating Arsenal the day before.
She did post about that.
I may think that may have something to do with it now that I think about it. She dove. Yeah, she did dive.
It was a bad dive.
Started arguing. Yeah, it was not good. Anti-football, that Kenza Dali in that one play. All right. We won't see SanDiego Wave until after the World Cup. We won't see SanDiego FC until after the World Cup.
What I'm trying to do,
yes,
is
I know what you're talking about.
They have a friendly against Portland up in Portland for Juneteenth on June 24th. A Juneteenth celebration on June 24th. I'm sorry, it's just really funny. But they also play the Filipina women's national team at San Diego Surf Park, technically. Not according to the Wave, according to the national team themselves. Yes. Nia Harrison, I think, is technically not on the team yet, but will be playing with Wave, even though she's like really wants to play for the Philippines. So I'm gonna try and get credentialed for that. If not through Wave, then through the Philippines. So I'm gonna reach out to their federation.
Dude, heck yeah.
That'd be cool, right?
That would be really cool.
But the announced one is against Portland, an exhibition match. 28th?
Yeah. Saturday, June 28th to celebrate Juneteenth.
I thought I heard 24th. I'm like, okay.
I said 24th.
Okay, no, 28th is so much worse. But all right. Magandang umaga sayong ang Pilipinas. Ang paradahang, ang walis.
Yeah.
The parking lot in Rome.
As far as the Tatum Ronaldo question goes, they did move her to the fullback because Mimi Van Zanten was kind of had like a knock or picked up something. She looked. They said on the broadcast it was a head collision, but I didn't really see like a head collision. It was just like a tough tackle inside the box that she was like trying to clear the ball. But anyways, I think Ronaldo's looked good in every position that they put her in, especially as like a substitute. And then from a short-term contract player, sometimes those players are like, I don't know, but she looked pretty good in NWSL caliber at the very least. So if I was Wave, I'd give Ronaldo the contract.
So she's not on a full person contract.
No, she signed like one of those short-term first half of the season contracts. Her as well as no, I think she was the only one that signed the short-term contract. Technically, Nia Harrison signed a full year contract, but Nia Harrison and Fusco used to be on those short-term contracts, but then they got the full year after the first half of the season last year. So
I like that. Just if you do get in there, just sneak Philippe over there.
Dude, I don't know why they put these games behind closed doors. You're telling me the Philippines? You're telling me the Philippines versus Wave doesn't sell out Torero Stadium? I guess technically Torero Stadium is being used during that time by Switzerland, right? Or is New Zealand?
According to Google Translate, Mabenta Ion, that would sell out.
Yeah, dude, that'd be so cool. And then it develops the Philippines program, because now you have a bunch of Filipino San Diego kids that are watching the Philippines play, and
I know at
dream
least
about that. Like, that's so cool,
dude.
Could have been so cool.
The stadium filled with Paul, Nathan Naku, and Philippe. Just at least 2 people that would for sure buy every piece of merch that game would yield. Yeah, no, that'd be huge. Yeah, but missed opportunity. Again, just like the Cholos versus Wave closed the door game. Like, I don't know why that isn't made at the end. What is this? Opotaga. Okay. Opotaga Metro Manila ako Diana ko lumaki. I don't know if I just put a spell on somebody or I said something very cool. Salamat po. Anyways, SanDiego Wave. Anything else? SanDiego Wave. Abe. Wave.
As of right now, I don't think there is. Like I said earlier with the Botella stuff, take everything with a grain of salt, but also don't believe me because I'm pretty wrong with transfers usually.
It's confirmed.
As far as women's goes, World Sevens was kind of interesting. There was a lot of call ups for the Wave. If we want to talk about those real quick,
yeah.
So the summer call ups, Kennedy Wesley called up to the U.S. Women's National Team, senior Women's National Team for the Brazilian friendlies in Brazil. Trinity Byers was selected to the U23 Youth National Team, who are also traveling to Brazil. I think they're going to be playing Corinthians.
Yes.
I think it was Corinthians. Yeah. And then they're probably also going to be training with the senior women as well. And then Melanie Barcenas and Kimi Escaño were called up to the US U20s. I think they're going to Spain or Portugal for a tournament or something. Friendlies. I'm not sure. I know they're going to Europe. And Mimi Van Zanten was called into Jamaica. I think they have a pair of friendlies as well. Luisa Agudelo, Daniela Arias to Colombia.
They're going to get all the time to play over there.
Yes, will be fascinating. Or Luisa, maybe not. We'll see. She's still a really young goalkeeper, but Arias is the captain of Colombia and doesn't get minutes for the Wave, which is crazy. But she can play 90 minutes. That's the interesting part too. Is like we've seen it before. And on the Brazilian side, which is exciting, Ludmila. I'm bad at doing the Brazilian accent. Can you do it?
Ludmila.
Dujinha. And Gabi Portillo. Will be called up to the women's national team for Brazil to play the USA. Those are exciting games.
Versus Kennedy Wesley.
Yeah, Dudinha versus Kennedy Wesley. Practice field. I'm sure that's happened a lot out in Del Mar. They know each other pretty well.
Any chance Luisa takes over net over the break?
I don't think so.
Me neither.
What do you think, Chiva?
I don't know what is it about Jonas Eidevall that doesn't play at least the Colombian players. I don't know why Daniela Arias hasn't played at all when she starts for her national team. That's probably the biggest mystery wave history.
Wow. Okay, San Diego soccer. This is, just 10 hat foil time. San Diego soccer hates Colombia. Daniela Arias, Luis Agudelo, Andres Reyes, and even and Tomas Angel got shipped out.
Nice.
And even the Soccers, the one Colombian that they have, they got shipped out over from sunny San Diego to winter Utica.
That's evil.
That's in their
the name is Winter Utica.
No, it's not Winter. No. It's Utica City FC. Actually, there's
Winter Utica sounds like a cool name.
That does sound cool,
like
but
old school football.
It's not as cool as what they do. It's like a minor league team where they change over to one of my favorite team names of all time, the Utica Riggies.
As in
rigatoni, and they go all out, and that's the mascot.
You forgot one Colombian player too.
Oh,
who?
Fullback Cintia Cabezas.
Dude, holy shit! Yeah,
nice.
Dude. That's a great pull. That's a fantastic pull. Speaking of pulls, I'm gonna go ahead and open my pack here.
Oh wait, there's one more wave news that we also didn't. I mean, we can just
executive.
Yep. Oh, CEO.
Yes.
San Diego Wave announced that in August,
Maury Eisenberg will take over as chief executive officer.
I heard there's a lot of people that didn't even know that position was vacant.
Within San Diego, or
Just-
I feel like I knew it was vacant,
Wow,
but
you're Abe. You're in. You're
not
Yeah.
just anyone, Abe.
It's like a Nardwar. I'm Abe. I have to know.
there's plenty of things I don't know, especially about Wave. And
Did you get that Nardwar reference?
did. Yeah.
That's dope.
yeah,
You did too. You just find it funny.
he scares me.
Why? I strive to be Nardwar, dude. If I could be Nardwar with a Sean Evans from Hot Ones, a show with hot questions and even hotter wings, like that sort of interviewer would be perfect for soccer. Like, Honors, I know that when you were 6, you used to go to the store and you loved to get the blue, the Scandinavian blue tin fish. Is that true that you would play 15 francs for? How'd you know that? Oh, you're Anders Dreyer. We have to know.
Maury
Nardwar.
Eisenberg is
The
joining.
guy with the best sources.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
But
true,
also,
bro.
like, he's
I-
never the source never revealed.
I
either, which is
love-
awesome.
I love it when like the rappers, like the hardcore rappers, are very off put. Like, how you know that? Who told you? There's only nah.
This guy knows my street.
Looking around at his-
He knows my street.
he's like looking around at his friends that are in the room too.
Like, which one of you motherfuckers told him? Like,
Yeah.
and there was a,
Yeah, you know my first grade teacher.
I got a present for you.
Okay, but Maury Eisenberg previously was CEO or CBO as at Leeds United.
Leeds. Yes.
A lot of corporate terminology and stuff in the press release that I frankly think is a lot of corporate LinkedIn terminology that you'll see in any press release. So if you want to read that, you can go ahead. But it's a new CEO. We'll see what it leads to. I think if we had the chance to ask him questions, I would want to know, what is San Diego Wave's plan as far as a training facility goes, or potential permanent game facility?
Could you
Do
imagine how good
want
this
to?
team would be if they had a permanent training facility? They're training out of trailers right now.
Yeah, and they're pretty okay with it, seems. But some of the players don't seem like they're okay with it, and I don't know. It's just crazy, man.
He should be available to the media. I mean, Tom Penn has been available plenty of times to the media.
That's true too. That's a good point.
Damn. Hang a star on
We gotta
Tom
wait.
Penn's name. Good job.
We got to wait until August though, when he
He's
gets
actually
started.
here. I don't know why he announced him now.
Tom Penn
But
sat with us for a whole hour and a half, Tony. So
whole hour and a half.
What would you
and-
guys want to ask the CEO of San Diego Wave?
I don't know, to be honest, not off the top of my head. I mean, I would be curious to see how much he actually knows about the team, to be honest.
I mean, he has to know everything. I would ask him how he would go ahead and capitalize and try to bring back some of the San Diego Wave shine that was lost after a couple of pretty tough seasons. And not just like on the field, because on the field it's happening, but clearly it's not responding because the stadium's still empty.
The upper bowl used to be open.
Yeah.
What do you hope to do to bring those fans back into the stadium?
And
And Alex Morgan.
Fake owners. Is Jimmy Butler coming to more games or not? There's another question. Is Jimmy Butler your boss?
technically, yeah.
Who's more of your boss, Alex Morgan or Jimmy Butler?
And he says, the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And then everybody loves it and the stadium fills up.
Technically, it's the Levine Leichman Group. And this was the quote. "The club is excited to welcome Maury as our new chief executive officer. He's a transformational leader, deep experience across global football, business operations, and innovation," said San Diego FC Governor Lauren Leichman. His vision, collaborative leadership style, and commitment to building world-class organizations make him the ideal person to lead this club into its next chapter.
And then in the same conversation, because this is how I think these things go, I'm incredibly honored to join San Diego Wave. It was such an exciting moment for the club and for women's football. said Eisenberg. The Wave has already established itself as a global brand with exceptional fan base, ambitious vision, and strong foundations. I'm excited to work alongside the players, staff, supporters, and community to continue building a club that sets the standard on and off the pitch. Anything else to add, Siva? ¿Qué estás tragando, güey? Like, what are you eating? I'm genuinely curious now. Like, it has to be so good that you can't help yourself.
Chugga chugga.
Ah, dude, that's not worth it. Don't do it, man. Oh, what accident is that? Sounds like Brit wannabe. That's exactly what it was trying to be. Because he's from Leeds.
Yeah.
Watching-
Do you think San Diego Wave, within the next 20 years, do San Diego Wave build their own stadium?
No, not their own. They will have to work with San Diego FC.
And will the two of them work to build their own stadium within
Yes.
the next 20 years? Really?
Yes.
How about 10 years?
Yes. To have it built? No. Like, again, like, have the thing and the project
Built
degree.
and like like development plan starting and all that stuff. Will you think that happens within the next 10 years?
I think 10 to 20.
Oh, wow.
I think 10 to 20.
That's crazy. Maybe he's already hitting up Tom Penn. Hey, Chula Vista. You guys hear about that?
He's like, yeah.
But they would have to actually work together for this. Something we haven't really seen, besides a couple social media posts. So,
in what ways would you go ahead and positively influence and come to a synergistic relationship with San Diego FC in order to better the overall net positive vibes around soccer in this town? That's another question.
a 25,000 seat stadium would be very good for both of them.
25 is too small.
No,
I would say 28.
SDFC is getting like 19,000.
And let's do it. You know what? Let's do it.
How big is LAFC stadium?
LAFC is 28.
Snapdragon, I think.
No, it is missing an upper bowl for Snapdragon. I believe it is like around 24,000.
22.
Technically 22,000 seats at BMO Stadium, Los Angeles, California, one of the largest media markets.
50K. Like, I'm
Huge.
sorry, wanting a 50K stadium for soccer in San Diego is the dumbest thing you could probably think. Like, neither of these teams average anywhere about 20,000 actual seats, like butts and seats. Like, it doesn't happen for SDFC. They can claim 22, 23, 24, 25,000 all they want, but the fans are not showing up for San Diego FC right now, and neither for San Diego Wave. And San Diego Wave is actually top of the table. So a 25,000 stadium seems fair. But a 50K? No. 30K?
No, I think 33,000.
50K is for the Chula Vista politicians that still believe that the NFL might come back.
It's
If you ask any Chula Vista politician, they'll still talk about the NFL, which is insane to me.
What does Juan Vargas think?
Screw that guy.
You know who? Screw that guy? David Alvarez. Great politician-ish, as clean as it gets. But I have some beef with that guy. He was part of my ex-girlfriend's family, and I know him like on a personal level. He's screw that entire family. That's just personal vitriol. But
Dang. Don't break up with Tony. Don't break his heart. Don't break
Actually,
Tony's heart.
No, don't. That's the worst thing you can do. The best thing is for me to let you go. There was one time where like I'm revealing too much, but like one time I told you don't like me enough, and it's fine. And I know you like that person, so go be happy. And they're still together. This was like,
There you go.
like when I was 15.
That's cool. You should. They should invite you to the wedding.
Fuck no, dude. I would reject. The calendar invite would be declined immediately. But yeah, for sure. SDFC in shambles. Vadas better take posts post World Cup. Maybe we're gonna try to get both Jonas Eidevall and Mikey Vadas during the World Cup week that we're out there, and hopefully it'll be there for sure. In any case,
Maury
yes.
Eisenberg he has worked in the U.S. before for a couple of years. Earlier on in his career, used to work for the 49ers as well. Also a director of global used vehicles at Tesla.
Are you on his LinkedIn?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, director. All right. Tony and I are also directors.
What's his name again?
He worked for LinkedIn as well, which is kind of weird.
What's his name
I don't
again?
know. Maury Eisenberg. Are you gonna try and connect? You're gonna try. You're a big connector. You're a big LinkedIn guy. I'm not. I just stalk people on it.
I put Maury like the show. Oh, hey there. Accelerated growth and transformation. Connect. Send without a note. There you go.
You already have mutuals too.
Hell yeah. Who are my mutuals? Oh, ooh, yikes.